everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a part 2 of my luxury resolutions. If you haven't already watched part 1 of how I did in 2024 for my luxury resolutions, I will link that video down below. Go check that out first because that's kind of like the prequel that has all the background information of what went on this year and kind of like my reflections on how I want to approach my luxury shopping in 2025. So I have decided to commit to 4 new resolutions this year. I guess 2 new ones and 2 old ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first resolution, which I think it both worked for me and didn't work for me in 2024, is stick to Chanel. So it worked for me in that I feel like ready-to-wear wise, bag wise, I'm in a really great place and headed in a really great direction just in terms of like the curation of things in my closet, in my wardrobe. It didn't work in that I actually didn't really stick to Chanel. I invested a lot of money with Hermes and everyone gets so triggered by that word. By invest, I mean put the vestment into, not like looking for a return. Anyway, excuse me, sorry. Do not get triggered by that word. It is just word. This is not an investment channel. This is a luxury resolutions video. Okay, anyway, I digress. So it worked, but it didn't work because I actually kind of spread myself. I allocated more of the budget to VCA and Hermes, and then this year I want to get back to my Coco girl. But I just need her to be there for me. I'm really excited about Matthew, and I'm really excited about actually the way that things are going after the whole 25A runway. I'm really excited, and I feel like let's get back to it, girlfriend. I have a really good like base layer of fine jewelry that I can build on, but there's less urgency, I guess. And I'm not feeling a lot of urgency with adding Hermes bags either. So I feel like stick to Chanel. It was a good one. It made sense because I wasn't shopping like Loewe, Prada, all these accessory brands like I did in previous years, Miu Miu. I really did focus on Chanel. It does make getting dressed easier. It does make kind of doing things, building outfits, building our wardrobe easier. Now there's a little bit more Hermes sprinkled in, but Hermes is easier because it's like, except for the whole H and horse factor, it's kind of like you can't really tell what it is. So it's easy to mix in. Anyway, all that said, stick to Chanel. First resolution, 2025, let's do it. The second resolution I have is another repeat from last year, modified. So there were 2 parts last year. Last year was no costume jewelry and invest in fine jewelry. This year I'm being a little bit easier on myself and I'm going to say invest in fine jewelry. And I think this like less or like being very careful about the costume jewelry that I add to my collection will continue because I've been loving wearing my fine jewelry, and I think there is a place to mix in like a fun costume earring, or like I'm wearing this costume choker that I recently unboxed from C, which I technically bought last year, but we're not really counting that against me. Can't count everything against me. Anyway, it's my made-up rule. I get to decide when I can break it. But that is the second one. It is to continue to invest in fine jewelry. I'm really happy with the way that my fine jewelry collection is going, and I just love that this will last forever and ever, and I can continue to wear it, and it just gets more and more beautiful over time. I, love that these pieces build a patina. I love how the, I don't know, I just love how it makes me feel to wear it. It just, and I like having a selection of things to choose from, and so I think that is something I want to continue to do. And I also have had a really great experience shopping at VCA, which has been fun. So my third luxury resolution is something that we've been talking about a lot on my channel this year, and it has to do with me kind of curating my collection of bags. I make up all these rules for myself. I guess I really like rules. I'm a rule follower. And so, but the next luxury resolution I would like to stick to is to stay under 20 bags. I am in a really good spot right now. I feel like with my bag collection, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing maybe a metallic and a light pink bag. You know, I would love to add a mini Kelly one day. I would love to have a second Birkin 25, but this is like a long-term thing. This is not a rush. I feel like adding 4 Hermes bags last year kind of felt like a little bit, that was a little heavy-handed, right? I mean, you do the math. That's heavy-handed. So I feel like things are in good balance right now. I feel like I can add maybe like whatever 2 or 3 bags in 2025 and I'll still be under 20 bags and I'll feel like I'm in a really good place with that. And that's what I want to stick to. Stay under 20. I mean, there's room to grow for sure, but I think under 20 is a healthy place. We could evaluate that the 20 handbags number isn't a forever number, but it's a for now number that feels really good to me. So that is number 3, 20 bags total. Finally, this last luxury resolution is a little bit different. So this is kind of in the same vein of the no costume jewelry, where I just like looked at how much I had spent on all the costume jewelry, know that it was kind of like this ephemeral thing, that these pieces don't last forever and ever, that eventually they will fall apart, and kind of felt like that was out of balance. Like the amount that I spend and the amount that I got out of it was out of whack. And I am reflecting on that specifically with cosmetics, perfumes, other consumables, like even like clothing to a certain degree, not necessarily Chanel ready to wear, but all the other clothing that I have, like that I purchased, you know, like all the shop bop of it all, the shop bop and the Nordstrom of it all. And so my 4th luxury resolution, I'm calling it like a use it or lose it resolution. And so what does that mean? It's kind of like a complicated thing that I want to do for myself. Like one, with cosmetics, like I'm really wanting to kind of do a project pan with my cosmetics. Now, not so serious as like everything must hit pan before you can buy anything new, but I feel like this idea of use it or lose it will help me kind of like curb the like, I guess like consumption of beauty products. I have a bunch of beauty products I use all the time that I love, that are in regular rotation. And I have a lot of different things that I like that I can choose from. But I probably also have like, I don't know, 15 different blushes. Like it's way too many blushes. And yet, like when Sephora, when they send the 20% off coupon, I have this like impulse to get another new blush. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to try the Armani blush. And I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting to try it. I could go into Sephora and I could try it there. But also it's like, do I need a 17th blush on top of the 16 that I already have? Absolutely not. Am I ever gonna make it through these 15 blushes? Like, no, but I might make it through the one that I use most, and then I'll be able to replace that. But I think I'd wanna just like a use it or lose it. So it would be okay, like, it's okay for me to look at the 15 blushes and be like, you know what, these 5 I like never really use and I have to get rid of. And so I wanna actually, I don't know, through a combination of project panning my favorite things and then being able to more easily identify through the process of panning certain ones, being able to identify which ones I actually just need to throw away, like just commit makeup bankruptcy on and like be like, I'm gonna throw it away and start fresh. Like I think that will kind of help things get into the right place. So where am I sort of out of whack there? Definitely with like lip, makeup, eyeshadow, whatever. Every single Chanel seasonal launch, it's like we don't need to get back into it. Skincare, oh my God. Fragrance is another one. I got really into fragrance this year, and I have a lot that I love that I'm wearing regularly, and then I have a lot that are just sitting there. And so I need to figure out the balance of, hey, if I went through this whole bottle and in the meantime these other 4 just collected dust, I'll rebuy this one, get rid of those 4, and then maybe I could try something new. Then there'd be room to try something new. I really feel like where I am with my bag collection, where I have like room to grow, room to add, like, I don't know. And it's very well, like everything I have is a 10, everything I love. I kind of want to start applying that to more areas of my life. So I'm going to try and do it this year with like makeup, skincare, fragrance, like consumables, and then like the shop off of it all. So like jeans, right? Cannot buy another pair of jeans unless I get rid of like 5 pairs of jeans I'd never wear, which I could totally do. It takes some time to do that, to curate that. And then you bring in one, you have to decide quickly if it works or if it doesn't, and then kind of like whatever, build from there. So I think it's kind of a little bit complicated, philosophical. People are probably like, why are you overcomplicating your consumption in your life? What if you just didn't buy something? That's like, Savannah, slow down. I think that this will work for me. I'm really excited to kind of explore it. I think where I ended up with my bag collection this year and my jewelry collection, getting rid of a lot of costume jewelry and getting more fine jewelry, like it all kind of balanced out to a really great place where I feel like in certain areas, I've made it to the spot where everything is a 10. And now I'm kind of wanting to apply it elsewhere. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any New Year's resolutions or luxury resolutions, I would love it if you'd share with me down below. I mean, if there are some good ones, maybe I'll add a 5th resolution. I don't know. So if you have any also suggestions, you're like, my resolution for you is for you to STFU. And in which case, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And I hope you have a really great day, just like everybody else. Just kidding, you guys. I don't know what's coming over me in this video, but I hope you're all having a really great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye guys.